That's enough for me.
Good time.
I hate
8:30.
puppies.
Good podcast.
Like a boss. I feel threatened.
Producing.
Emphasis on pro. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House, the only podcast dedicated to solving first world problems and hopefully helping you figure out what beer you should be drinking next weekend or this weekend, whatever time it is that you happen to lean into this. Congratulations to the 50% of the population that won.
Oh, it's going to be challenged.
It's going to be a lose-lose.
I don't know who that is. I don't know who got it, but hey, congrats!
All of your problems are solved now.
Yes, now that your team won,
Yes.
everything will be fine.
You can move right along.
Somewhere there was a kid in the Ukraine who raised his head and knew he was in a safer world.
That's right.
Oh, wait, no. That's right. Either way, we're going to fuck him over. Some kid in Israel looked across the river at a Palestinian boy and said, now we understand each other.
Yes.
Because fill in the blank one in America. Oh, nope. We just fucked him again. Yep.
That's a good way to start the podcast.
I'm just saying where it's tough.
It's
It's tough. I don't know who won. I'm in the dark. It's Monday, the day before the big day, which will end up being like what, Friday?
who knows?
Like when it actually finds out. Do you think we'll have a new president by the time this comes out on Sunday?
No,
I would like to think so.
no.
Whose voice was that?
Oh, who was that?
Is that a drop? Oh, Troy, you got a soundboard?
Oh, yeah, I got a new soundboard. Listen to this one.
Hey guys,
Whoa! That's crazy.
Does it ring a bell?
It sounds like Double J.
It does.
hey guys, how's it going? It's good to be in town.
Whoa!
It's pretty elaborate soundboard.
What, did you use AI?
I feel threatened.
It almost sounds like him. The voice is just a little off,
Yeah,
a little
just
more
a little.
list.
Yeah.
A little more list. And we still have Dave. He hasn't spoken because he's got a mustache. He's freaked out.
That's right.
Oh, voice drop with the mustache.
Yes.
It
Balls
comes
drop
with
with the mustache.
That's right. But yeah, we got Double J back in studio.
I can't believe it. Well, ever since insert person one,
That's
Everything's
right.
off the rails.
I'm here. Yeah,
he's like,
Shit,
I'm
I support
back. Yeah, whichever one.
Yeah, now that we're in Civil War, I'm back.
Oh God, I hope we don't.
I mean, that would not be good.
However it happens,
It's a peaceful transition.
it's a peaceful transition, and Biden remembers that. His term's over. Regardless of who it is. Like,
I didn't even think about that aspect. Oh my
Dude, he's
god.
going to be like, what are you talking about? I just got in.
just got elected.
Like, oh, Joe, come on.
Wait, what?
Whichever one it is going to be. It's your old friend.
Yeah.
Insert name.
So I've only been listening for like 3.5 years, and I've heard of Double J, but I don't know any of your greatest hits and what you've been up to.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I guess I was back in the early days of the podcast, years 1 and 2. It was like more year 1, and then maybe
I would say
A little bit year two.
You two, you were pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
maybe it was year 2.
You were
And
here
then-
every week for quite a while.
for quite a while, and then Ely came on board, and Ely was killing it. So,
Well, then you moved.
and then I moved several times. Yeah, I moved to South Carolina, so that's kind of been it's made it harder to get here.
The commute's more difficult.
Commute-
now.
It's a little more
bitch.
difficult, but yeah, I moved. Gosh, 2018. So
Has it been that long already? Wow.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what's insane.
That
It's been
is
5
crazy.
years.
yeah.
That's longer than 5 years.
What's today?
We're almost. Today's the apocalypse.
It's been 6 years.
But honestly, it feels like I've been here the whole time, just because I do listen literally every week. So it's one of
That's awesome.
it's actually
He was
one of
our-
the highlights of my week.
Take notes,
It's either
Stu.
good or bad. But honestly,
Yeah.
no, I always enjoy listening.
What do you
so.
think of the addition of Dave?
I like Dave. He's he adds a lot of funny, I must say. He does crack me.
Hearsay.
And maybe that's because he gets under your skin. I don't know. But no, I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed
get
it a lot.
under my skin just because he's full of hate.
I'm only here for the second half.
It is interesting. This dude sits back in the cut till post deli, and then he
Then he starts talking.
there's post deli Dave, the old PDD.
No, PDD.
Yes,
P Diddy.
Down with P.
P Diddy
Diddy.
Dave.
not to be confused with PDD pre deli Dave.
Yeah.
Who sucks.
You were supposed to carry me. It's been 5 years, man.
PDD's leaving. PDD's coming in. It's very complicated.
Gotta get that bourbon running through him.
That's true.
Yeah. So, I've been down in South Carolina. I've been, basically between farming and making wine and making music and chauffeuring.
sweet love.
Literally like the most odds. And I didn't go down there with like prospects or a job. I just went down there like, who knows?
I thought you have your wife has family or somebody's family down there, right?
Yeah. So my wife lived down in Aiken when I first met her. And her whole family basically moved up to Virginia, like right after we got married. And then Aiken's about 2.5 hours from where we live now. And then we wanted to kind of get back down that way because her parents were talking about moving back down. And, my brother actually was doing travel nursing for a while, him and his wife, doing the RV thing. And Boo Boo, as you know.
Yes.
There still freaks me out.
So yeah, they Greenville was like one of their favorite spots. So they kind of wanted to, end up there. So they actually bought a house there. And that's kind of, we were like, okay, well, we can go down there and rent from them because they're still traveling the country.
Oh yeah.
And we can kind of figure things out. So that's kind of what happened. So we moved down there, and then my mother-in-law and father-in-law bought a house down there, like literally right down the road from where we ended up.
And they burned it down to the ground.
It actually did burn down to the ground. Yes.
Okay, I was like, boy, did you just awkwardly say that without knowing? I was like, it really did.
They did not burn.
Yeah,
A
they
Dodge
did not.
Dakota apparently just spontaneously combusted in their garage.
A Dodge Dakota?
A Dodge Dakota.
Dodges
I mean,
are
I'm a
known for
Dodge
their
guy, too.
reliability.
Yeah.
You've always have been.
Either Jeep or...
Yeah, you're
or,
Chrysler.
Right, exactly.
Mopar.
So apparently those, I think it was like a 04 Dakota or something like that. But yeah, apparently that was the source of the fire in the garage. And thank God they weren't there. But, since that happened, they actually moved down to Aiken where my sister-in-law lives to kind of help her out. So like now, so for a while, we're just kind of living where we are with like no family around at all. So except, my brother, he lives in Greenville, but they're actually building a house now, like down the road from us, which is pretty cool. Cause he's now working at Spartanburg Regional. He's the nurse anesthetist. He's the guy that knocks you out.
Ooh, nice.
So,
Boo-boo's knocking people out.
Boo Boo the Sandman.
When's he burning his house down?
It's not for a while.
yeah. He's got
gotta
to
build
wait.
it
He's got
first.
to wait.
Yeah, he's got to get a Dodge.
No, you got to burn the old one.
Oh, well, yeah. Well,
Or
his
sell it.
brother-in-law is going to be moving there, so I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, don't do that. And that takes on a whole nother level.
Yeah, I remember you sent those pictures in years ago. Like that was a new house, right? Like it was beautiful.
Yeah, it was pretty much a new house. Yeah, it was crazy because it was literally like a month after I took a fireball to the face because
That's right.
Oh my God, that's right.
It's like
Man, his
like
story.
99 times you play with gasoline, everything goes fine. It's that 100th time you mess around and it gets you.
And so now how the house went down comes out.
Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I must say it's been a roller coaster since I've been down there of like just super highs and super lows, and we're in a good spot right now. Yeah, which is good. But yeah, I've
Good.
made wine, farmed, played music gigs, like just
How's
doing
the
a little
music
bit.
going?
Fucking Dionysus over here. It's like,
It's going good, man. I actually I met the current drummer and bass player that I'm playing with now. They're a husband and wife couple through this crazy guy I met when I was serving at the winery of all places, who was trying to rope me into selling music equipment or something. He was like sending music equipment to my house and then like inviting me over to his house, but
What, like door-to-door music salesman?
No, he wanted to start.
Hey, kid, you look like you
Can I interest you in a slide?
taking a look at you. You look triangle dude, right?
Yeah, you look more like a trumpet guy.
Think you could do. Oh,
It was really weird, to say the least. I should have known when, like, the first time I met him, he like made one of the girls I worked with cry. I should have been like, that's a red flag.
Oh, not in a good way.
Not in a good way.
All the
No.
good ways you make your woman cry.
No, but it's really
plays
weird.
all those instruments, and then she's just like, "Oh my gosh, you're
So
amazing."
emotional.
Right.
Yeah.
You
So
play a
he
mean
lived in
triangle.
a basement. He's a basement dweller, and he's like married to like a grandma. It's very weird. But yeah, so I met him through him because he was at his house and I was dropping off music equipment because I'm like, I'm done with this crazy dude. Like, here's all your stuff. Bye.
I don't want to sell your wares.
I don't want to. He's like, test them out, and we'll this. Yeah, but he was. I think he was very much interested in me more so than the music aspect.
Oh, you
then-
should have kept that equipment.
Yeah,
I get it.
Decent proposal.
I know.
I get it.
Yes, you get it at the gym all the time.
Not as much as I'd like. I'm gonna double down. I need to really focus here. More protein
No one's
shakes.
giving him assets.
Actually,
Yeah.
nope. I did last week. A guy named Aaron. He's a 2A. Did come over and start talking to me, and I didn't pick up on anything till much later in the conversation. And then the next day he showed up, and me and my buddy are working out, and he was like, "You guys looking for another person to work out with?" He's like, "I'd love to train with you guys." And he's like, "Or are you guys like a thing?" And I was like, "Yeah, we're kind of a thing, but I don't know. Like, if you want us to like teach you some stuff,
A little
we could like."
throuple.
I mean, I don't know what I don't want to say no, but I also recognize that there's a lot more going on than
Yeah.
what's on the surface here.
Right.
What did
But
he,
at the
what did
same
he give
time-
you?
What are you talking about?
The
I
eyes.
said no one
Yeah.
gave you any assets. You're like, well, actually, the other day at the gym.
So he did give you some assets.
Oh, I don't even. No, the assets was the other thing. But then he mentioned that comment, and I was like, oh, actually, there was one at the gym. So, but that
So
guy.
you're not doing too bad. You're doing better.
No, I'm doing all right. I'm like kind of excited and kind of got a little crush on this guy now. But he is like my favorite person because now I know I'm like, stay away.
Just give him a head nod and like, yeah.
I like you, but I don't.
Yeah, like I appreciate where your head is, but stay away.
Don't
But you
need
got great taste, man. Great taste.
don't need a spot.
No.
But anyway, my drummer was there with his wife, and they were having dinner because he was trying to get them to, because he owns a drum company, so he was trying to get them to do something for him. I don't know, give him free shit. I don't know, but yeah, met him there, and he's like, hey, play the guitar, and he has like a full studio in his downstairs, and we just started playing, and
You
next
were
thing you
like,
know,
perfect. This is a good fit.
it was a great fit. And then, honestly, we were looking for a bass player for a long time. And then his wife, he was like, she played bass at one time. She's like, I don't have time for it and this and that. So eventually he just like bugged her enough where she started just like
Okay.
picking up the bass and practicing incessantly. And that's kind of how it came to be. And then our producer up here in Virginia was traveling down for a while and playing guitar with us, but then he was just like, this is just too much. What I get, it's not
I get
around
that.
it's not around the corner.
Is your wife still involved at all with it?
No, not involved.
So she's like, I'm
She just-
good,
Yeah,
I'm good,
she's
no
like, I'm good.
backup.
Nope.
She's good, man.
She's good. But yeah, but we met some really cool people. We ended up recording at this little studio down the road with one of the many former members of the Marshall Tucker Band.
Nice.
Which is cool.
How does that happen? Why do you say one of the many is your area crawling with ex-Marshall Tucker people?
That's where they all started, is Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Okay, and so there's like people who are like, oh no, I played with them back in like 79.
Right. I mean, this guy toured with them for like 12 years. So, I mean,
They had a
but it
decent
was
sized
like-
band, and I think they rotated people pretty.
Right, but Toy, their main lead singer, that you hear on "Can't You See," and all that stuff. He passed away pretty early on. I don't know the exact dates and stuff, but I think he was touring with an iteration of the Marshall Tucker Band.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was. I think it was. He played with them some when he was alive, and then some after he had passed away. But
Okay, so the Marshall Tucker Band has interchangeable parts.
right, and they're
Well, all
probably
those
they're
old
probably
rock
like
and roll-
Leonard Skinner
Yeah.
of today. a lot of interchangeable parts. But through him,
It's like the Four Tops still tour, and I'm pretty sure it's not the same guys. Like,
Yeah.
it's like their grandkids.
I saw Wu-Tang the other day, and ODB's son was there just looking like ODB, and I'm like, ain't you dead?
this is weird.
Pretty sure
you
you're
hologram
dead,
Yeah.
but there you are.
I think
so-
"Heard It in a Love Song" is one of the best rock ballads of
Yeah,
all
it's
time.
great. It's great. I mean, they have great music. They have great music. But through him, of course, he knows everybody.
Yeah.
And then you have just a lot of these guys who,
Back in '72, when I was touring with Molly Hatchet,
dude, you have all
Yeah.
these old school musicians that just literally live there. So like.
So you got a weird little talent pool.
It was so
going on
strange.
there.
So we had some really amazing people come in and lay tracks down on this record that we've been working on. So we have like 6 songs completed right now, and I don't know if we're going to release them individually or what. I'm not sure how we're doing that, but Ronald Radford, he toured with and played with Randy Travis for 10 years. He's like one of the most amazing slide players. Just this super old dude, just
Yeah.
like redneck as hell, hillbilly guy, but
Playing the slide guitar?
playing slide.
Way to break a stereotype, old redneck hillbilly guy.
I know, right? Right? I mean, but
I had you pegged for the milk jug, but here you come in
Look
with a
at
slide
you!
guitar.
Wow.
but it's just kind of crazy how just through all this you meet all these people from different walks of life. Like I said, my drummer, they're from they're Chico, California transplants. He has his drum company he started. Then his wife was like dog trainer to the stars, like for Elon Musk and Slash and for all these people. She had a show on Animal Planet. It's like all this crazy stuff. You just in the middle of nowhere, nowhere, South Carolina, you meet these people. But yeah, that's what we're doing right now. So do that, and it's not paying all the bills. So I help make booze and farm grapes at the moment. So I do that as well. So
So their winery's still alive?
there's winery still alive. Yeah, I'm in Hendersonville, which is not too far actually from where all the craziness of Helene or Helen or whatever you want to call it came through, and basically we were just like delivering water. When we got power to our well, we were just like filling 300-gallon totes of water and just taking it up to Asheville and giving it to people and stuff.
Wow.
That was like the biggest thing. But yeah, most of the wineries are out on the outskirts of Asheville. Obviously, like all the breweries. I mean,
There's way too many of them right in the city, though,
Literally,
that I'm
you-
sure are like in bad shape.
yeah, I mean, most of Asheville is back up and running. It's really the River Arts District that just got hammered.
Oh, that was literally the coolest part of Asheville.
I agree. I mean,
Like there's the couple districts there, but down there at the bottom, like going down to the river.
right, because you
And
got
then
New
you cross
Belgium right on the
over to
river
New
there.
Belgium.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the best little area. Little barbecue joints and all that shit. Damn, dude.
Yeah.
And all the art and like funky stuff they had down there. That's priceless stuff. You can't get that back.
No, it's absolutely gone, man. It's a tragedy for sure. It's
Damn.
terrible. But
East Fork's up on the hill, way up. So I'm sure East Fork was okay.
yeah, all the stuff up above was fine, in the end. But yeah, River Arts got wiped, and then some of the areas I did some chauffeuring too for a friend when I down there as well. So I was always driving to like Lake Lure and a lot of those places, Chimney Rock, that just got devastated. So it's
Time to capitalize and buy some land.
yeah, yeah. Maybe it's the time. I don't know.
Classy move coming through.
The robber baron is coming in.
That's right.
There was a lot of gentrification of New Orleans after Katrina.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean it's possible. Well, so many people have been displaced. Obviously, so a lot of the like Marion and other places in North Carolina are just full up now of people. So we'll see what happens with it all. But I have not ventured up like way up the mountain yet into those places. I just don't know what I'm going to meet. Am I just going to drive up there and like, oh, turn around, this road's closed or whatever? It's a dirt road for 10 miles. Enjoy.
Can't get
Yeah.
rid of me.
You
I'm
know.
bringing all this carpetbagger money.
Yeah, exactly. So
I've
I don't
driven
know.
down here to help.
I have your best interest.
Only the finest of interests.
You can trust me.
I want to be your neighbor.
Why do you always finish every sentence with an evil laugh?
Don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, is that your wife or your daughter? Either way, introduce me.
Yeah. Oh God.
Hello, Jimmy Carpetbagger.
I'm the wife and the daughter.
Get it?
I knew I was going to like it here. I will buy your land.
Yeah, it's. Oh my God. Yeah, it's been crazy, man.
Sounds like it. Well, glad to hear
And then
you
in the midst
making
of
music.
that, raising kids and the normal light stuff we all deal with, or a lot of us deal with. So, in this room,
Are you a guitarist or a singer or both?
Oh,
both.
Are you the lead singer?
The lead singer.
Oh, he's very handsome.
Harry.
yes.
Doesn't he look like a lead
Look at
singer?
his hair, dude. Are you fooling?
I
Come on.
know. I'm trying to suppress these feelings.
These new emotions.
Yeah, good luck.
I prayed
dude.
this away years ago.
I will tell you a very strange thing about where I live now. Literally, y'all will get a kick out of this. Literally across the street.
We'll
from,
be the judge of that.
We'll be the judge, sir. Okay, so my neighbor on my left, Dave. Across from him,
Already hate him.
Brendan.
Oh,
Oh God.
Next to him, Troy.
No way.
Next to him, Corey.
are you serious?
Dead serious.
Is
That's
Dave
weird.
kind of an asshole?
He's definitely the biggest dick of the bunch.
No, it's not.
That's weird as
Sometimes
shit.
I would call him a little derpy. Is that
Well, that
PC to
fits.
say?
Yeah.
Derpy?
What
I
do
don't think
if
it
I
is.
say
I don't
derpy,
think it's-
what do you think?
Retarded.
Okay.
I mean, right? I mean, Tom Brady got called out last week for saying that guy runs around like a spaz, and a bunch of people came in because
Oh yeah. You can't say spaz now.
It never even occurred to me that spaz was like derogatory
everything is.
towards spastic spazzes.
Yeah. Everything is.
But what are the odds of that? That's crazy.
That is
Troy
crazy.
and Brendan live together not together.
Yeah, that would check out.
Dreams really next to each other across the
Yeah.
street. Next to
Put
Corey
that in the spank bank.
And Dave.
and Dave.
That is
That
crazy. Have you told them about this podcast?
And apparently there's some guy
I've
named
told-
Stu that
I've
lives
told
nearby.
Brendan.
Yeah.
I've told
He didn't
Brendan.
come around.
Yes.
Yes. It's very odd. Very
That is
odd.
wild. That is wild.
Yeah, doesn't make a lot of sense.
It makes no sense.
It's not like Brendan and Troy.
It's not
are
Brendan.
like-
It's for sure Brendan.
Oh no, he sounds cool. We'll give him that. Not one of those Brandons.
oh,
Yeah.
those are the worst.
If you put an O in Brendan, well, you Brandoned it. There's a reason they didn't yell, "Let's go, Brendan."
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very true.
Let's go, Brandon. Because gross. Just gross.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Does Brendan drive like inappropriately effeminate vehicles?
He drives a big Silverado, I think. Actually,
Oh, you wouldn't like that. You wouldn't like that. That's not your style.
Yeah, dude. I'm just one set of truck nuts away from it being my style.
Oh, I did end up getting a little convertible, and yeah, it's broke down, and it's in the shop right now. They've been calling me to fix it.
Is it European?
It is.
What'd you get?
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
Volkswagen EOS.
Oh, those Volkswagens. Yeah. They're just, they're Volkswagens.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like the Rabbit replacement.
Oh, okay.
or
Like a GTI convertible, like a
but it was
cabriolet.
purely convertible, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, from the ground up.
Yeah, it's a hard top convertible, which
Yeah, fall into each other. It's kind of cool.
when it works. Yeah.
That is German engineering in a nutshell right there. No, make the tolerances tighter. I want this thing to be perfect. And if one thing moves a quarter of a cutting hair, then the whole fucking system goes down.
Yeah, but the other end of the spectrum's the Beetle that you can't kill.
Different Germans. We don't talk about the Germans that designed the Beetle.
I'm just saying.
Very different. When your entire population's on the line, you fucking get it right.
When they're like, you have a little oil on your belt, and if that slips off, catastrophic engine failure. I'm like, great.
That is how Volkswagens are. They're fucking, the tolerance are so good.
But
All
when it
German
works,
cars.
oh man,
Yeah, you drive an Audi, you know it.
it drives
"This
so
is
good."
Awesome. Drive a Volkswagen, you know, you're like, this is great. BMW, great. Squeak. What was that? Boom. $7,000. That's what that was. Damn it.
You're not far off. You are not far off.
It's
So they've been trying to call me the whole time I've been down here or up here, and I haven't answered.
Oh, because you just know it's going to be.
No, I know what it is. They're
gonna
trying to get me to give them that go ahead.
Of course, they want the go ahead.
I'm like, I'm out of town. I'm thinking.
That thing's in there pissing oil all over their shop.
Now, can you take, okay, so they gave me like a full diagnostic on this. Like, do you take that to somebody else? Like,
Can.
I mean, or are they going to be like, well, we're going to need to charge you to look at it? I mean, they literally detailed, this is what needs to be done.
The the place you just went to could charge you $100.
I mean,
whatever, to look
they're
at it.
definitely
No,
going to
they've
charge
already
you.
charged
Yeah.
me that. That's like $170.
Okay.
No,
Bye.
but you should be able to take it to the next place. Say, I don't need the diagnostic. Here it is, because they're just going to use the same.
And basically
tool
just circle catastrophic, fix those two things.
Do you think it's worth it, though? Like, to get a second opinion on a car? Have you ever gotten it? Like, obviously, a doctor, you get a second opinion. Have you ever done that for a car? Or have you just been like, fuck it, it's already here?
My wife will call places knowing what it is and be like, can you beat it or not?
Okay.
And that's this
Probably wouldn't hurt, especially if it's going to be a lot of money.
Yeah, $5,300.
$5,300.
I don't think the car's worth
No.
like
I was like,
75, or 8.
Yeah, it's totaled. If we were an insurance company, you'd go, no, here's the money.
What would you
Is
do?
this just replacing like tensioners and sensors and stuff?
Part of it is that, but it has like an oil leak, and they're like, it needs a new PCV valve, and we got to change this gasket. So like bare bones, it's gonna be $2,600 to take care of like the absolute stuff.
But
that
while
I need
you're
to.
in there,
right.
You may as well
The,
do
the,
half
while- the
probably
while you're
half
in there
of
is the
that-
difference, right?
Probably half that 53 is the labor anyway.
Right, exactly. So
well,
You could try to do it yourself.
as an owner of a high mileage BMW, I feel like when you put those while you're in theirs, you get another iteration of chunk of mileage. Like for BMW,
that's the way they framed it. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, you'll be good for another 80, 90,000
Yeah.
if we do all this now.
like old BMWs, the old straight sixes need like $3,000 worth of work at 100,000 miles, almost without fail.
Right.
You do that, and you're good for another 100,000 miles.
That's exciting.
Outside of other little things, and so I just did that the second time, and I'm like, oh, I'm good for another 100,000 miles.
Enjoy.
That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah. There's nothing that looks cooler than a nice German automobile. But
It drives so awesome. Like when I first
When
bought
it
it was
drives.
amazing. Right.
that's what they do.
They hooked
Hey,
me. They hooked me.
Handles better than everything else. And then you're fucked.
I would
Yeah,
shop
I
it
know.
somewhere else, but if you love the car, I mean, there's a value in that too.
I mean, I guess the good news is the car's paid for, but
Yeah.
it's like, geez, $5,300 or $2,600 to fix
Yeah.
the catastrophic, stuff. Or
Well, this might make you feel better. My past week.
oh, you had a Jeep repair, right?
Oh no, I don't have any money for that now. So Wednesday, my son got his license.
Oh God.
I'm not answering the phone because I think it's between $2,000 and $3,000 to Andor insurance.
A year?
Yeah, and then that night, my wife pitched a fit to finally get me to allow her to go to this Spanish wedding in May and book that.
By herself?
Oh no, we got to bring the entire family.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I have a feeling that's going to be $8,000 to $10,000. So
Ugh.
now all my savings are gone.
Oh,
But wait,
There's more.
then we get roped into going to Floyd Fest next year.
That's hella expensive.
It's $1,500 off the top.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more. Then my wife downloads an app to check our water for whatever reason. Like our water's fine.
The app was free.
Yeah, the app was free.
Just
she
put
got a
the phone
letter.
under the water and test it.
No, it like
Phone broke. Waterworks.
it like monitors your usage. I'm like, we get a bill every 3 months for $40. Why do we need
Yeah,
this
yeah.
app? So she downloads this app. She's like, hey, is 300 gallons an hour a lot? And I'm like, that's a shit ton. She's like, well, we have a leak. And I'm like, what? So I download the app, see that. Long story short, water main break on our side of the meter, $4,000.
They had our told you
my
about that?
God.
Usually they pick that up and like
No, those
Like,
motherfuckers.
They're
have
supposed
not
to come
reached
to you
out.
with that. Yeah.
because they came to me. I had a water main break under my house, which the pipe is in concrete.
Right.
And it was a pinhole leak, but they could tell it was a pinhole leak just because all day long there'd be water moving, and they're like, "Hold on, that's
Right.
not right." Like nobody's house
Yeah.
has water flowing through it 24/7. So it wasn't as expensive as yours, but it wasn't a cheap fix, and it did a bunch of water damage in my walls.
So here's the app. October 6th through 12th, 900 gallons. That seems a little high. That's 1 week, right? Next week, 2,800 gallons. Next week, 6,500 gallons.
Oh my God.
Next week, 42,000 gallons.
Wow.
And so far since yesterday, 14,000 gallons.
Wow.
Yeah. So that.
Hey, man, jiggle it.
But wait, there's more.
Jiggle the handle. What the fuck are you doing?
Hit it with a wrench.
Try turning the faucet off.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like, just stop whatever it is you're doing.
Well, I went to pick up leaves yesterday and noticed that my front yard is sufficiently moist.
There hasn't
Well, all the
been rain in a
rain we
month.
got.
It hasn't rained,
immediately.
hasn't rained
See the yard.
in 10 days. So, yeah. I think I'll trade you.
Yeah, I don't feel so
Expenses.
bad. Thanks. I feel way better now, Dave.
That's the worst kind of fee too, because that's one of those like big ticket items that you don't see.
Right.
It's not like I paid $4,000 and look at my new front door. You know, like I can see where I've done something. It's like I fixed something that is underground. I don't even
You
get
owe
to
your wife
like,
a,
see what
a
the
shout
money-
out, though, because
I do?
you got to
Oh.
tell her thanks for downloading that free ass app. 'Cause
Well, I would've gotten
it would
my-
have waited a quarter.
Oh, totally. I would
And then you
have
would've
gotten my
gotten it with, like,
$3,000
You would have
water
a leak
bill,
in your backyard.
called the water company and said, hey, this is bullshit. And I hear that Chesterfield's pretty good about being like, oh, you have a water main leak. We'll wipe away 90% of that.
Oh, that's at least nice.
At least that's what my plumber says.
I'm surprised they didn't already let you know, honestly.
Yeah, don't they monitor that? I mean,
Yeah, like that.
Well, I'm trying to avoid calls from my insurance agent. So maybe they have tried to call.
that was
you are
that was
literally
them.
like ignoring calls.
You and Jason have a very similar way of addressing your problems.
Yeah, I curl up in a
Ostrich
ball
that shit.
in the fetal position and pull the covers over my head.
It'll go away.
Normally it works.
It never works.
I don't know.
It never works. Every problem that
My
I've been
wife would be
running
like,
from's
you need to
worked."
clean up your side of the room. And I just curl up in a ball. And after a few days, it gets clean.
I hate to tell you how that's going down.
And now you're going to Spain
Yeah.
for a wedding.
Ugh.
Yeah, you're developing new problems with your technique of avoiding folding laundry.
Okay, it's
Who
been
are these people you're traveling for? That's a huge ask.
a cousin.
That's all right.
Kid.
That's ridiculous.
A cousin's kid.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now, this is your wife. She wants to go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, she
And
was
I'm like, do you have any idea how much this is going to cost? She's like, no. I'm like, well,
do you have any idea who little Tommy is?
Yeah. If he
her
walked
family-
in this room right now, would you know who he is?
No shit.
her family's close, so I get it. But I was like, again, before I agreed to everything, I was like, well, why don't you and our daughter go? And the son and I will stay home. and
Yes.
curl up in little balls and pull covers over our heads.
Yeah.
And that was not acceptable. And
You should want to go.
You are an
Dave.
asshole.
No, that's a valid thing because
Sure, no, but I get what you're saying.
it will save half the money by half the people going.
Oh, yeah, you're making fucking sense. I know. I understand that logically he should be allowed to stay home and his wife. should
Preach,
get off his
Troy.
fucking back.
I'm just saying.
But the truth is,
I mean,
this
yeah,
fucking cunt should be committed to his fucking marriage and the
I
family.
used to be Team Joy, but she's a Brendan fan now, so I can't. I got to go back to Team Dave.
Well, I'll tell you what. Not all family has blood. Some of it you marry into. And those
This is
second
family.
removed cousins, kids, their family
They're
now
family.
too. And you fucking do what you need to do for family.
I was going to send my wife and daughter.
Yes.
It's a big commitment.
It's not a big enough commitment. Show you care. Four on that plane. I'd get an extra seat
Show her
just in case.
I was gonna say, show her you really care. Take Brendan and me too.
Now we're dancing. Now we're dancing. We'll do podcasts from over there.
I
Yeah.
would if I didn't have
Remote.
to fix this water main. That's killing me.
We'll get that sorted long before May.
You know who's going to suffer the most? The kids.
Why is that?
Because I would have donated at least a fraction of that to M4K.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna come.
And now I'm like, sorry, kids, someone's going to be hungry.
Wow.
All right, Troy.
He's saying that.
Can we now agree? This dude's a douche.
All right, Joy. We're gonna need you to get in that account, and you're gonna have to make the kids whole.
Yeah. Because this
Dave's
asshole
not
over
gonna
here,
do
he's like, my toes are wet.
Yeah.
Fuck the kids. The hell is this?
I have to travel to Spain. Oh, it's so
Yeah,
bad.
This motherfucker rattled off $50,000 of debt and goes, this 3,000's unacceptable. Fuck the kids. What the hell is your
It's
problem?
all unacceptable.
Does the son have a car to drive?
Yep.
Okay.
You know
Oh,
who
yeah.
doesn't have a car to drive? Dad.
Car shopping.
Oh,
Do you want a Volkswagen?
Drive that busted ass Jeep around.
Oh,
Don't you have multiple Jeeps that just sit
He's
there?
got an Escalade sitting in his driveway. Like
I don't-
Ratatouille. It's filled with mice cooking and shit.
I don't like the mileage. I'm very cheap
on the Jeep.
on anything
Yeah.
except for hybrids.
So, okay.
I was trying to give you a segue to M4K, but apparently that didn't go well.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you what, dude. We'll decide when we go to M4K. The lead in we're not going to take is fuck the kids. Okay?
That's just my opinion.
It's written down here. There's only 3 topics for today. We've touched none of them, but there it is, right there. And it doesn't have a lead in. Wait for Dave to be the asshole that he is and then jump on the opportunity to plug M4K.
You didn't write that part down?
No. See? I just left
Yeah,
that part out. I left that part out.
I just figured people could donate to my account on M4K.
Nobody cares about your
Just
account.
to show me how much of an asshole I am.
Oh, well then, yeah, on M4K, I'll
Like
I'll allow that.
they could all write, I'm doing this because Dave is an asshole.
So that's one way to.
What a plug. What a plug.
Maybe I'm self-sabotaging.
I think we're going to go early deli. I just need to shut him down. I just don't know what else to do. We're going to go early deli. We're going to back it up. Then we'll plug M4K. I'll tear down that fourth wall. That's how this is going to go down, Dave. You are a special kind of moron.
Hey, you know how you were affected by your Hail Mary? That's how I get affected by surprise expenses.
I understand. All right, what are we drinking here? This is the Guidon B Brewery.
I think it's Guidon, I believe,
Guidon.
but I will probably be told I'm wrong. But yeah,
Guidance sounds right.
It's in Hendersonville, North Carolina.
Hey, I saw you're the music guy. Saw Jelly Roll in concert last week.
Jelly Roll, yeah.
Yeah,
Where was he at?
put on a good show. John Paul Jones.
Oh yeah, yeah, I've been there.
Duncan Arena.
Duncan Arena.
Oh, because he's fat.
It's a jelly roll.
He is fat,
But he's down 100 pounds.
but he's still fat.
like, that's what's crazy. I lose 100 pounds. I barely exist. He loses 100 pounds, and you're like, you're fat.
Yeah,
That was a fat man with a hot wife.
I didn't see her. I was disappointed.
She's
Hi.
in it for love.
Of course.
She
This
did marry his ass well before he was famous, which is
Oh, that's
kind of
good.
crazy.
Yeah, I've seen her. She's the one that's all like tatted
Yeah.
up. So yeah.
Yeah, because he was a fat drug addict. She's like, look at him beating the odds.
He won't be around long.
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
I just want to inherit that Fiero.
Diabetes will catch up.
It's a Volkswagen convertible.
Yeah, now.
He did do something really cool. He did. He always goes and visits. He was in prison, right? So he goes and visits prisons wherever he's playing. And he went to a prison down here in Chesterfield, and he met with some guys in this program called HARP. I forget what it stands for. And they sang a song to him, his song.
Yeah.
And he really liked it. So he's telling the story on stage. He's like, so I get back up here to Charlottesville. He's like, I call the sheriff. He's like, hey, sheriff, think you can you do me a favor? You think those guys can come to my show tonight? And the sheriff's like, yeah, I think we can set that up last
That's how
minute for
prison
you.
works.
Yeah. So then he goes, well, I hate to, you've already said yes, but I hate to be a beggar, but can they just come in like street clothes and not like chains and the orange jumpsuit?
Yeah,
and he's
right.
like, yeah, we could do that.
Jelly Roll's entire career arc was to get these two dudes out of prison. It was like the long play.
Gotcha, bitch. Like, got him there in street clothes. Go, boys.
Finally run.
So he gets these 4 dudes up on stage, and they freaking performed in front of the whole place, dude. And it went like bananas for them, dude. And they were good.
Oh, that's
Really?
crazy.
Good
Yeah.
for them. Good for them.
I was like, holy shit, that's pretty damn impressive.
That's awesome.
And they had this opening band called Ernest, and this guy allegedly like writes all the hits for everybody in Nashville.
Oh, okay.
don't know
I
if
love
you've heard of
that.
it.
There's so much of that. You'll never hear of them. That's the
Yeah.
worst part. That Nashville is so full of ridiculously talented writers. I met this one dude. I'm talking to him. He wrote the Sunday Night Football song, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like that's your claim to fame.
You met Hank Williams Jr.?
No, the one that what's her name? Carrie Underwood's.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah, I've been waiting all day for Sunday
Yeah.
night. Like he wrote that, and I'm like, oh, that's like your lead in. And then he starts going down the laundry list of songs he wrote. It was insane.
There's a great video. There's a great documentary on Prime about singer songwriters, and it's a lot of them in Nashville. And they're interviewing this one guy. He's like, "Yeah, I've written 50 songs that have charted, like 10 number ones." He's like, "And you've never heard my name."
Yeah, no, this dude was completely paid. He
Yeah.
was playing in the Ryman, playing all of his stuff like for like a corporate gig. And we're like, you make good money? He's like, yeah. He got like 20 some number one hits.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's like the
I'm
ultimate.
paid.
Just have the anonymity and just,
yeah.
you know.
You can
Yeah,
still
he
like.
walks in a room, you don't know who he is.
Right.
He can still have a burger, but every time he checks his mailbox, it's tens of
Cha-ching,
thousands of
yeah.
dollars. Like that's pretty nice.
not bad, right?
That's pretty nice.
But you know he's like a vegan. He's telling everyone, I wrote that song. I wrote
Would
that
you
one."
not?
I think I might
saying,
be. I
like, you
think
have to
I
be
might
like
go
a
vegan CrossFit, too on
CrossFit.
that.
Yeah. Like there's no chance that guy doesn't show up at a party. He's like, I've written 100 number one hits.
Yeah. Oh, they call me strawberry wine.
But I really
Or friends in low places. I, can't
really
remember.
appreciate the anonymity.
Yeah, I mean, he just was at a party and the song's playing. He's like, "I wrote that bitch." People are like, "Wait, what?"
Who let the dogs out? That's one of mine.
I wrote this.
I would pull that card every time.
Yeah, I met the dude who did write who let the dogs out. One of the Vega boys.
Did you buy a joint off of him?
He didn't write that
Great
song.
lyrical masterpieces of our time.
Saw a documentary on that whole song.
What? He didn't write it?
That song, you would like this documentary. So that song is a remake of a remake of a remake that has been down in the islands in the Caribbean for like
So he's just one of the-
75 years.
He's one of the Vega boys.
yeah, like
That's how he
Yeah.
yeah.
Vanilli Boys.
but like that song has been in that culture, that island culture for years.
Actually, you know, it's funny you say that because Del Rey used to let the dogs out. When I was in Pop Warner football, we had to play a team from Del
Yeah,
Rey,
that's
Del Rey,
right.
Florida.
Yeah.
And they
Their
came out
chant was
and they're who let the dogs out, and it was like woof, 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 woof.
Yeah.
And they would bark at us, man. And it scared the shit out of us. We didn't know what to do. It was like a bunch of white boys like rolling. We're like, and we lost that game from the time they chanted
They started
and
barking.
barked.
Yeah.
Right. Brendan was
Soon
like,
as-
it was Billy. Billy let the dog out.
It's so true. Billy was a dick. He was always forgetting to close the door. But yeah, they scared the shit out of us. It was Del Rey Rocks the Doghouse, and then they did the oof, oof,
Yeah.
oof, oof. And it was like, what the hell? So they had just adapted that song. I just thought those kids were way ahead of the curve.
And that song might have been before that song came. What you're talking about was probably before that song was
No,
a
they
hit.
probably just did. Oh, it
Yeah.
was definitely before it was a hit.
Yeah.
No, it was like, this was like 1940s.
Leather helmets.
I was in Pop Warner
When it was a
football.
pigskin.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
made with a real pig head.
Yeah.
It was way old, dude. Way old. Yo, what is so this is the Gideon or
Guidon.
Guidon Brewing Company, and this is their Kolsch, which I love a Kolsch. You know what I dig about this can is I love when people use these all black cans. They look mean.
Murdered
shit.
out. Yeah.
I like them too.
They look so cool.
Can't read it. There we go.
Oh, it says something
Got
on
a
it?
cool
Says
flag
something.
on
A
it.
delightful, refreshing Kolsch, reminiscent of Cologne, Germany.
Oh,
This beer is light in body with a soft mouthfeel and pale white gold color. Slightly aggressive, spicy, herbal hop bitterness is paired with a crisp, fruity, dry finish. It's 4.8 ABV, 24 IBU.
pick
Germany.
up on very few of those notes. Like, at all.
I don't get the spice. I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
Not like hot spice, but
No, it's spiced like a little bit of pepper in the back, but yeah, I don't know. Troy, you look like you've already had some, and you look like
have.
you've looked like
I
you've
have.
formulated an opinion on
have.
this Kolsch.
This is a Kolsch. So
not a fan.
no, it's not that I'm not a fan. It's like, to me, it's just it can only go but so high and only go but so low. Like, they're just, I like them across the board.
Right.
They're even Steven.
That's
So like
fair.
the highest is going to be a 3 and the lowest is going to be a 2. Like, because they're always right there in the middle. Like, you just count on them to be
A Kolsch is a
a
Kolsch.
Kolsch. Yeah. And this is a good one. I like this one. This is a 3. It's above average, but it's not like, I'm also never like, oh, let me grab a Kolsch. I can't wait to get 8 Kolsches in me. They're just,
I will literally sometimes just get 8 Kolsches in me.
well, then you'll probably like this more.
Yeah, I love a good Kolsch.
I never ranked them that high. There's never that much going on in them.
You know when I like a Kolsch? When I go to a place and I try their IPA and go, oh, this place is horrible.
Exactly.
And then I go, how about your Kolsch?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I try your beer and I go, fuck, this is bad, we're going to do a Kolsch.
Yeah. So I give it a 3.
There you go. See, I think I kind of disagree with you in the sense that it can only be a 3. When you walk into a place and their flagship beer is a 2, that Kolsch is going to taste like a 4. It's like a Chicago 7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just very different. All right, I like the way this beer hits on the front end. Super smooth. It's bright, which a Kolsch should be, but it's not like effervescence that's doing it. It actually is bright. And it's got a little, it does have a little bit of spice, which is more like just like a pepper spice. It finishes a little metallic, but not enough for it to be concerning. I think that's what they're trying to refer to as floral or whatever they said,
Right.
but I don't know if it is floral.
I wouldn't pick it up being floral.
That's what I'm saying. I don't really, but I love the little bit of hops it has. Everything going on. I think it's super balanced. I like it a lot. I'm going to take it up just a bit from you and go 3.5
That's what I was thinking you would say.
because it's not anything too special, but
Yeah.
it's good.
It's
done.
good.
It's done well.
I'll go. I like this beer. I agree with what you said. It's got good flavor. It's refreshing. I'm gonna ding it a little bit because there's something at the very end. I don't think it's metallic.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's just
it's in that
something-
ballpark, but it's not it.
Yeah,
it's weird.
It's not overpowering, but it's just enough to make me go. Eh. But that being said, if I'm in a brewery and this is their best beer, I can drink multiples of them. So
Yeah.
for me, that's a 3.
So 3.5.
Yeah, I tend to agree on the upfront. It's very crisp, very refreshing. To your point, Dave, and I do get some like a little bit like of an orangey kind of. Maybe that's the fruit they're talking about.
Yeah, that could be it.
And maybe that's some of the bitterness too. The finish is definitely dry. It definitely fades. Doesn't linger at all. Very enjoyable. Very very easy to drink. I'd say. Yeah, it was 4.8 ABV, so I could definitely put down 2 or 3 of these, no problem. I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I really like it,
Ooh.
Yeah,
and
me
I
too.
normally don't drink Kolsch's that much at all, but this one, I don't know. Some of the
3.25?
Kolsch's just like really, it's almost the spice is like overpowering, and this isn't. And I kind of like that personally.
Yeah, I like that beer. It's okay. So we got a 3, 3.5, 3.5. This math is easier than most. It's a 3.25.
So is that?
3.25.
Oh, it's not a deli, Jason. We appreciate you bringing it.
Yeah, no problem.
All the way from South Carolina.
North Carolina, actually, but
North Carolina.
Well, I brought it from South Carolina, but it came from North Carolina. Yeah.
That may be why it lost a point. It's got to travel from one state down and then back through its home
back
state.
through. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Such a
Check
sad drive when you go back through on the way back out. Like, oh,
We've already been here.
this is where I'm from.
Yeah.
We're not stopping. It's tough.
But that's a good beer. Check it out. If you see it out and about.
Guidon. I'm just
Yeah.
going to keep spelling it
If
because
you're
I
in
don't know how to say
Right.
it.
I think it's Guidon, but if the breweries there in Hendersonville, they carry it in wineries and breweries in Asheville. So if you're in that area, you can probably find it, or if you're down in North Carolina.
It's the Guidon.
I think it's
Dog.
guide. That's looks like a cool pirate flag or something on it too.
Yeah, there's a B, a 4, and a 2, and I don't know what to do with that information either.
A Guidon is a military flag that represents a unit, squadron, or corps,
There
and
we
its
go.
commanding officer.
There you go.
Why? How do you know it's a Guidon?
Because he reads English.
Yeah.
How do you know it's Guidon?
Because nobody in the military is going to be like, "Where's your Guidon?"
Guidon.
Yeah, but you could look up the pronunciation, right?
I'm looking at
GUIDE would be guide. So GUIDON would be guiding.
That's compelling. I'm agreeing. Uh-oh, it might be Gaydon. Oh, nope.
Guidon.
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 All right, we can say that. Guidon.
Guidon. All right, so I'm going to stick with Guidon.
Samsonite. I was way off.
The aluminium can really sets it over the top. It's nice. It's really nice. Oh. Hey, let's take a minute to talk about M4K. You see how that works, Dave? I
I'll
told you
pass.
what I was going to do. I wish a motherfucker would. This is the first week of M4K. We're not even in the first full week. We're in the first couple days when this comes out.
We're still looking for team
In the
members.
throes. We could take some team members at this point. We'd love to have them. But if you are not familiar with M4K, m4krichmond.org, it's an organization, it's a not-for-profit here in the Richmond area that supports local children's charities in Richmond. What started out a little bit tongue-in-cheek as a bunch of guys who wanted to grow mustaches.
Mustache rides for kids.
Say hi. No, that's not. No.
Objection! Hearsay!
Why did we get him on our team?
I don't know.
He is
I don't know.
actively
I am
working
trying
against us.
I had to hold the plug for 20 minutes, and I am working through all the things. So what started out a little tongue in cheek, growing, we get it, mustaches for kids, kind of funny. It started out a handful of guys here in the area, and really just a couple charities at that point that they were supporting, and I think they raised tens of dollars that first year, and it has grown ever since. And last year, the amount of growers we pulled in $850,000.
$875.
I knew it was over that plus.
That's impressive.
$875,000 for local children's charities. It's now ballooned up to supporting 20 different charities here in the area, and every dollar that is raised through m4krichmond.org goes directly to those charities. So it's $1 for $1, goes right out. We're not keeping any money for mustache dyes. Dave, you'll buy yours on your own dime.
Oh,
That's just how it
another
works.
expense.
Yeah, I'm excited. We got a bunch of rookies this year on the ITPH team, including Dave Abel. Let me read some names here. Tell you who's on our team thus far.
I can tell you who's not on your team thus far.
Don't step on it. Dave Abel, Joseph Basil, Troy, Eric Gabrielson, Brian Gates, Willie Jones, Steve Nerheim. Let me say.
You're going to have to learn how to say that. It's
Yeah.
gooey done.
Guidon.
Eric is a rookie. Steve is a rookie. We have Terrence, We have Dave O'Brien, who I think is a rookie. Alex Rowland, who I think is a rookie. Stu Williamson and Sean Young.
I thought we had. Where's Ely?
Ely's not signed up. You are not signed up.
No,
Who's you?
You, Brendan.
it's for the
That's so
kids.
funny. My name's Brendan, and we got an Asian guy named you, Brendan. That's hilarious. Little Asian Irish guy. I like him. My name's you.
So there is still time to sign up as you hear this.
Oh, I'll be signed up.
We've had it.
I'll be signed
Remember
up.
2 or 3 years ago, we had a guy sign up the day of the Stash Bash.
Raised like 10 grand or something
Yeah.
stupid in a
What?
day.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy literally
He
like
just had it in his pocket and donated it to himself or through a friend.
we still don't understand what happened.
Yeah.
But he went from
He heard about the Stash Bash and was like, that sounds fun. I'll sign up. And they're like, well, it's tonight. And he's like, that's all right. And like, he just got like a bunch of donors.
Grower of the year.
Yeah.
yeah, 10 grand.
I think he did win an award because we were like, wait, what?
I've been doing this for multiple years, and I'm like, I've probably eclipsed 10 grand now after years and years and years. This dude did it in 30, 45 minutes. I'm like, damn, I am running in the wrong circles. You know, I'm like, yeah, I'll take that half smoked cigarette. I'm like, very different generation. Yeah, why not? Wipe that lipstick off and donate that to the kids. But yeah, the whole goal of these charities, obviously, or this charity, is to raise money for children's charities here in the area. There's so many different charities. I'd love to rattle them off, but I don't want to drag it down. But there's some heavy hitters there, unless you're looking at them.
No,
Troy.
I'm actually, I was looking because when this comes out, we will have had our meetup. We do weekly meetups on Wednesday. Our first meetup will have already happened, which would be at Top Golf on the 6th. On the 13th, we are meeting up at Triple Cross in Midlothian. On the 20th, we are in Final Gravity, which is off Laburnum. Then on the 27th, we are at Kindred Spirits. On the 4th of December, we are at Midnight Brewery. And then the Stash Bash is on the 6th at Triple Crossing, Fulton Hill, which is always a blast.
So what's the one the day before Thanksgiving? That would be like the
27th, Kindred Spirits.
Yeah.
Right down the road from us.
That's right. I love to hear that. There's no better party night than the day before Thanksgiving.
Oh, there you go.
It's the best.
Check that logo out. Miller High Life logo.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
It's almost enough for you to join, right?
Almost.
Almost. All you'd have to do is shave off all that cool facial hair you've been working on, and then you could just,
All
have
that
a
Chris
mustache.
Cornell stuff has to go.
Oh,
He does have a real Chris Cornell vibe, right?
hopefully
just
not
have to
too
be-
much.
Yeah, you don't want.
He was suicided.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and he had a voice like a turd.
You could understand everything.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yes, Double J came in out of nowhere. Hadn't been on in years and hit him with the Pearl Jam dig. I love it.
Doesn't bother me.
No, you.
Chris Cornell knew if he was ever going to make it, he had to team up with Eddie.
Yeah.
And he did. And look at how it turned. Ooh. It didn't turn out great.
No, not so good.
Didn't turn out great. I think grunge guys do drugs.
Yeah, that's what.
They don't break their own ribs, though. That's weird.
It is weird. It's an odd reference.
I don't get it.
Maryland, never mind. Let it be. Let it be.
Probably one of the worst genres of music ever made. Grunge.
Grunge?
Yeah, just trash. Awful.
Some of us still got a lot of grunge in us, so it's offensive.
Yeah, people that were born during that time.
I mean, it's no Miley Cyrus, but I mean,
Party in the USA
worst?
is better than most Pearl Jam songs.
Ooh.
It's a banger. It's a banger. It makes you want to get up and move. You can understand the lyrics. It's crazy.
I'm not doing this, Troy. I'm not doing this.
Just saying.
I'm not doing
Her and
it.
her dad both are better freaking musicians and singers.
That's like saying syphilis is better than Christmas.
Well, it depends on how you got there.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
It doesn't even know.
How'd you
no
get
one,
syphilis?
No one ever. It's,
And one's made up.
I can't say anything about Troy.
But the stash bash sounds amazing. Sounds so good.
I know.
Honestly, I'm jealous when I hear you dress up and do all that. That does sound amazing.
I know. It comes with a lot of pressure, though. I got to come up with a costume.
It's a lot more fun your first year.
I'm gonna be a
like,
sexy cop.
You can pull it off.
yeah.
Sexy cock. Is that what you said?
I'm totally a cop.
Oh.
Come on.
Sexy cock. I could go as the sexy cock.
Chicken. What were you thinking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a mustache. That's how you know it's a guy.
It's a guy chicken.
Yeah, it's a rooster.
Male chicken.
Yeah, sexy cock. Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm out of ideas.
We'll figure it out. I'm not worried about
You
it.
have one, and yours is glorious.
I'm not gonna do that one.
Oh no!
I can't.
You're going for the triple this year.
No,
The triple stash.
I didn't. I literally took myself out of the equation today. I was thinking about that. I had this huge chest hair,
Oh, Brazilian.
and I it shaved day.
Yeah,
I
so you
shaved.
just-
I shaved everything.
Everything.
And I was like, here we go. Let's see what I can grow in a month.
Well, I was gonna say. So, y'all have done this for years now. I don't know how many years exactly you've done it. But now you know how fast your mustache grows. Does that play into like what it's going to look like in the end? Like, does that play into like what you're going to do?
No, because every year my mustache comes in worse.
Oh, worse. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're just counting on that.
I'm getting older.
It does play though, because like in a month, like most people, and I can grow a mustache, but even in a month, it's not like a
Right.
full like just. I need 3 months to get like a
The
crazy,
killer. Yeah.
covering the lip, like
yeah.
next level.
That was the best when we used to you would shave after Stash Bash, you shave your face real clean everywhere else.
Yeah.
And then let the mustache just grow. Never touch it again and let
Yeah.
the beard come in around it. And then that mustache has a solid month ahead of everything else and it looks
Awesome.
awesome. Beards
Right.
look better with a more pronounced mustache.
Right.
But you don't realize that.
Yeah.
Like until you do this. Grow for a month and then let the beard come in around it. And
Yeah,
that
that's what I
mustache
always
will
do.
always stand strong.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's really nice. And it's for the kids. So we encourage everybody that is listening to head over to m4krichmond.org and look for the Inside the Pallet House team. Donate to one of our growers, not Dave. I'm just saying.
I would say not Dave, but he's a rookie. So give any of the rookies some love.
That's true. That's true. Or you can hit up some of your old favorites.
Yeah.
You and I accept
That's
donations,
right.
Troy.
We do.
We'll take donations. Doesn't bother us. All
No.
of it goes to the same place. But there is a little bit of pride going on within the team. And if you do want to grow and you're hearing this, you heard us last week talk about it, you're hearing it this week, and you're like, I'm too late. You're not.
Nope.
You can jump on the team, but it's
Never
somewhere
too late.
around the 2-week mark that I start to be like, yeah, you're not getting as much out of it, but you
Yeah.
still do.
Yeah.
But I think if you want to join, you can do a lot more good. Even if you think you can't, I promise you, you do more.
We
good.
will get you to the grander status. We'll get you to $1,000, and you will have a blast.
You will. You'll meet a lot of good people. It's the kind of people that are philanthropic by nature. You're surrounding yourself with kind of a better class of human in some respects. You know what I mean? They're still drunks.
Objection! Hearsay!
No, that's right. Dave did join this year.
Still like to have a good time.
Still like to have a good time, but at least their heart's in the right place, and that's good. So yeah, we'll be talking about it all month. I'm sure one day we'll probably have some people from the board on, outside
Yes.
of our standing board member who's always here.
I don't count.
And Troy, oh, you count. There he is. It's my guy. Dude, this weekend I did a little camping. Did we talk about this last week? How I was trying to fix my dog?
I don't think so.
Don't you have a vet?
That's what I thought.
It's a different kind of fix.
Which dog? Both your dogs are broken.
The fixable one.
Oh, okay.
The deaf one?
No, those are French bulldogs. Those are broken by design.
But yeah, like
You know?
overbreeding. Just,
Yeah, that is basically like the
A
equivalent
European car.
Yeah. The European carved dogs.
or the equivalent of foot binding. You know, like way back in like the Chinese empire, and like the women would bind their feet, and like the smaller you could get your feet, the better. If
God,
if your
yeah.
whole foot was smaller than a fist, you were adorable.
Oh my God.
So hot, limping around in pain, I'm like, oh, she's got it going on. Like, I'm gonna have to roll her everywhere. It's super sexy. It's just really odd, but that's basically what a French bulldog is. You took a bulldog and you just kept binding it until it was so cute, so small. Its spine still has every vertebrae, but they're crunched up. It's horrible. We made their nose get smaller and smaller
So they
until
couldn't breathe. Yeah.
is how they breathe. I was in the bed last night and that dog was in there. My wife has her white noise machine on, so she can't hear anything.
He is your white noise machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't sleep without next to me. I find it very relaxing. It's the best. The best is when you don't hear it. And then you get to wake up and go, did it die? And then, oh, he's back.
he's
It's
fine.
back. And then you can fall back asleep. Yet if I snore so much as fucking once, you're snoring.
Oh, yeah.
That dog snores and farts in unison all night long. And my wife's like, I love it so much. It was like, I invented farting and snoring, and you don't love me so much. It's an odd
And you can
situation.
almost see.
I can almost see. Yeah, I've got it. I've got like kind of doing all, and I hear.
Oh.
You can't out hear that dog.
Oh, I can outhear that dog. But even though its ears are ridiculous, looks like fucking Dumbo.
Yeah, it does.
But no, that's not the dog I fixed. My other dog, he's been acting weird. Like he's just been acting kind of odd around guys and stuff. And I think it's because he lives in a house that caters to a deaf little Frenchie.
And a bunch of women.
Surrounded by women. And then the Frenchie, since its back is all fucked up, it's got 17 more vertebrae than it needs for the length it is.
Shoved
keeps-
in half the space.
That's what I'm saying. So it keeps hurting its back. So now we have a baby gate at the bottom of the stairs so it doesn't run up and down the stairs.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
But now my wife's like, well, the big dog has to stay down there with him.
Oh,
So now he's like, well, what have I done?
vanished.
Yes. So now he's acting skittish and weird around everybody because he's not like feeling the love. So I was like, I'm taking him camping. Like that's how
He needs to get out.
that's how you fix him.
Yeah.
You do a guy's weekend.
There you
Brokeback
go.
Mountain.
That's nope. Dave, you're doing it
sure?
again. Yeah, you're doing it again. You just I'm,
For the kids?
Nope, Dave, nope.
You old yeller?
Yeah. Guys trip.
We're going out to the woods, buddy.
Hey, I fixed the dog. It's no longer skittish.
It's deaf, too.
Hey, Lenny, tell me about the trip we're going on again.
Look how shocked his eyes look. He's quite alert. No, I noticed long ago that when I take him camping, I get like 3 weeks of him loving me. He'll be like, yeah, that's right. We're guys. We do guy stuff. And then he'll slowly like devolve back into like the bottom of the steps. Can't go up the stairs because of the baby gate dog. So I wanted to take him camping. It was nice and cold.
So he's taking collateral damage on the busted dog?
yeah, and it's making him neurotic.
That's not cool.
Like all he wants to do is lay in the hallway and protect all the doors.
Yeah, he can see everything.
That's what he wants. He just wants to protect all the doors. If a sound happens, and I appreciate him being up there
Yeah.
because he's like the first line of defense, you know. But I keep him downstairs, and he's just like, no one loves me. I don't love them. So I had to take him to the woods. I think we showed him a good time. He had a blast. Like we did a lot of swimming, a lot of running, and he doesn't run away. He just runs the whole
Yeah.
time. He's just so excited to be outside. He's just running. It's fantastic. I
He's
love
used to like riding in the car and stuff, too, right?
it. He loves it.
He loves getting out.
Where'd you go?
George Washington National Forest.
Oh. That's a quieter drive.
It was very nice. It was very nice. But we got out there and there was this one moment in time and I had this like thought. I was like, what, this doesn't look right. I had gone camping. It was 3 of us, the Duke, this other dude and myself, and then the dog. And this other dude, he's like younger than us, full of piss and vinegar still. He still does all kinds of cool shit. And he's very like of the earth in some respects.
Do I know this person?
He grew 1 year.
Okay.
He came as I can't remember his.
Oh, no, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
He's the Duke's buddy.
yeah. They would just call him the Baker.
Yeah.
So Baker though is always like every time we go out there, he's always like He's the type in the morning, he gets up, he goes in the creek, like cleans himself off, you know, and he's talking about, yeah, I'm going in that creek in the morning. I'm like, dude, it's 40 degrees out here. Like, there's no way this dude's going in the creek. And then it's like right around midnight, he's standing there and he's like, it does make more sense to go in the creek now because I can warm up by the fire. And I'm like, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard. It's like, but if
he
you
could do that in the morning.
Yeah, but he's like, there'll be no fire.
When I go camping, I start a fire first thing in the morning.
Yeah,
because it's freezing cold.
Yeah.
We were trying to be cognizant of the fact that it hasn't rained a month and there's leaves everywhere.
True.
So I was like,
no daytime fires.
We all kind of agreed we don't want fires if we're not like
the
on
wind,
it.
wind blowing and shit.
Yeah. So he was like, I'm going in there now. I'm doing this. I'm like, dude, it's 40 degrees and that's a stream fed. That's a mountain fed.
Oh
stream.
yeah.
Like that's freezing. Then he's like, I'm doing it. And he goes in there and my dog jumps in and swimming with him. And I'm like, all right, well, this dude did it. And then the Duke is like, well, I'm not letting this young dude show me up. I'm going in there too. So as soon as the other dude gets out, the Duke strips down to his underwear and goes in. And I'm like, damn it, now I'm screwed.
Now
I'm the bitch.
Yeah.
So as soon as the Duke gets out, my dog's also now been swimming with the Duke. Now all three of them have partied hard. So I'm like, shit. All right. Strip down, go out in there, dunk my head under, do my thing. I'm like, all right, come out. I'm freezing, dragging all of our shit back. And then there's three dudes. It's 12:15 in the morning. And we're standing by a campfire in our underwear. Just three guys. And you can just imagine if a car had driven by on that road. And you look down and all you see is three half-naked dudes looking up all wide-eyed.
Yeah.
With their dog like, come down here.
Yeah.
But then they would see the Miata and be like, it checks.
It checks. Lifted Miata. I just thought that imagery was just interesting if anybody had come by. It's just three dudes standing in their underwear, 40 degrees out, dripping wet.
So are you glad you got in?
I am now.
Yeah.
Because it actually felt awesome.
What did the dog think?
The dog was
In heaven.
in heaven.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't bitch at him because we're both soaking wet, climbing into the truck to sleep.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't know who smells worse. We're just
Yeah.
a team. It was good. It was a good trip, man. I always like.
Did y'all stay warm at night? Sleeping in the truck?
I did. The dog didn't, which allows for the other bonding moment, right? You wake up, put a flannel on him or something, and then he's like, "Oh, you saved me." And that's what it's all about. I'm waiting for that moment where he don't think he could take it anymore, and then I bundle
Did you
him
start
up.
the truck up and get it warm?
I did not. I couldn't drive.
Well, you didn't have to move it.
It's ingrained in me.
Yeah.
He's in the ignition.
Do you?
You're in trouble.
Yeah.
You're in trouble. I was out there practicing my Slavic squats. It was nice, dude. Heel in the sky, Western Spy.
That's right.
Like everyone was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Practicing. I don't know where this Dash Bash is going. I'm a month out. I got to start training my Slavic squats.
Yeah, you could rock the tracksuit again.
I probably won't. I need something new. We need a new outfit, man. We need a new mustache outfit. I don't know what this is.
It's the Gerber baby with the geriatric mustache.
It is a little odd, but you have a little bit of like
I think it's pretty.
brown right there at like the clef.
Right. Yeah, it looks like I've been sniffing buttholes.
Yep.
You haven't?
I got caught. No wet wipes.
It's a good looking mustache. He's got
It
coming
is.
in.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
Very,
awful.
very blonde.
Matches your full head of gray hair.
Is his hair gray or blonde?
My hair is only half gray.
Okay, which half?
The bottom
Oh, yeah.
half. Check out those.
The front and the
wings.
front.
Those wings on the side.
It's dark in the back. You're right. It is kind of a two-tone.
Yeah,
From
it's like-
here, though, it's all gray.
It's like a 1980s Chevrolet box-bodied truck.
Okay. Okay.
Silver and yellow.
Okay. Those are timeless, and I don't know what this is, but I wouldn't say
There's
that.
a time limit on this. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's expiring. I can see that.
Yep, and it actually reminds me of the description of this beer. Pale with the white gold color. It's like
That's you?
my skin and my hair.
Yeah, you're like Powder's creepy uncle.
I'm a Gyudon Kolsch.
There you go.
Rolls off the tongue.
It really does. It really does. Jason, what do you think we should be going as this year? You got any ideas for us?
I don't know. I always thought Troy would make a killer Jake the Snake, but you'd have to get like that full mustache out.
I couldn't agree more. He'd be a great Jake.
I mean, amazing.
You need longer hair. Like you'd have to wear a wig.
I have to wear a wig.
You have to have a mullet.
Yeah, and I think at one time I sent you a picture of like Dale Earnhardt when he was younger, and it was like almost looks exactly like you. It was kind of creepy with a mustache,
Brandon.
Really?
Yeah.
with like the old like blue number 3 or whatever, or yellow 3 on
I
the
think
blue
there's
hat.
always an Earnhardt there, though. Like that's
Jake the Snake's been there.
He has, but you'd be better. I don't know that I'd be a better Earnhardt, but maybe I would.
Yeah,
You could be Junior.
I don't want to be Junior. He didn't have a mustache.
like when you think of famous mustache, I mean, I'm sure they've all been.
They've
done.
all been.
They've all been
It's
done.
all.
Has anyone done Barney Miller? 'Cause that's what I'm feeling.
Who's Barney Miller?
Like from the old Andy Griffith show?
No, Barney Miller. It's like a really bad TV show from the early 80s. It's a retired cop. No, he's not a retired cop. He's an old cop.
Oh, I thought you were saying retarded guy.
Derpy cop,
Yeah. He's a little spazzy.
spazzy cop.
I wanted to go as Tobias Funk, but I don't want to be in blue.
Oh, that would be all. You have to commit to that.
It's a full-on commitment. Arrested Development.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh god, yeah.
And when he dresses up as the Blue Man Group.
This is Barney Miller.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah. I know that dude. He sucks.
No, he sniffs buttholes.
Yeah, you just have to wear the jeans like he wears in the shower, right?
I've got jean shorts. Yeah, because
the
he's
jean shorts.
he's a
You
never nude.
Dude,
Right.
if you went
Yeah.
in pure blue body paint, you
And then I
would
got to
win.
body paint myself
Yes.
completely blue and just
Dude,
keep saying,
that would
I blew
be-
myself. It's like, and I get a little bald wig.
No one's done that.
No, it's a
Nah,
freshie. It's
and you wouldn't need a super strong stash to do that because doesn't he have a fairly like thin?
I mean, I would
mustache,
dye the shit out of it.
Right.
On top of
You
the
just
fact
paint
that,
it blue.
that I'm blue all over. All over.
No, that's a great one. I think that
But then I got to be walking around in jorts and no clothes.
true.
So what's
And it's
different?
just-
He has a pretty solid stash.
Oh yeah,
Like,
he does
it's a-
have a solid stash.
It's a great costume, but no one's gonna know what it is. It's like
Everyone will
what it
know who it
is.
is.
half the room. I think
I know, but yeah,
we're old.
true.
I say you just shave your head like Dave Cross, and that's who you go as.
Yeah, maybe I just find a nice Dave Cross character
Yeah,
that'll fit in. But I need a bald wig. I can do it. I'm in the David Cross universe.
I'm sure there's been like a million Ron Burgundies and stuff like that, right?
There's always a good Ron.
Yeah,
Yeah. Magnum PI. Who's that?
Oh,
Tom
Hitler?
Selleck.
Hitler?
Yes.
No,
Hitler.
No Hitlers?
No Hitler.
That's disappointing.
and it's Charlie Chaplin. That's how that one would go down. You see that?
At one year there were 9 Ted Lassos. When that
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say Ted Lasso is probably a popular one
and this
too.
year is going to be the Kelsey run.
Oh gosh,
There'll be a run on Kelsey's, and everybody who thinks their girl's hot is bringing their
yeah.
girl. There's going to be a lot of
Taylor
this
Swift.
year.
Yeah,
I saw a lot of that over Halloween. I'm like, you guys really think you look like them, but you do not. Like, you are not as attractive, either of you. This is awkward.
And,
It's
and
Taylor
your
Swift
girl
from
can
Temu.
dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Timu.
Timu Taylor Swift.
This is my wish Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. You are not that good looking.
No. And she can't dance, so the girl would have to have no.
Oh, she is so bad at dancing.
It's unbelievable.
It's really bad.
It's shocking.
I watched that concert that you paid millions to see. I saw it for free in my home. And I was
A
like,
weird flex, but go ahead.
I was just like, oh my God, her dancing is like, it was giving me the
It's
chills.
robotic.
Yeah, it was so bad to watch.
It's very. I mean, she's got very talented choreographers in her
It
crew. There's no
cannot
doubt
help
about
her
that
at all.
No
Yeah.
doubt about that. She hits her marks. She does all of her points. She works out hard. I mean, she's doing everything right.
She
but
just doesn't.
There's no rhythm.
She has no rhythm.
But that's like you're born with or without rhythm.
Yes.
She was clearly born without. But she's got great choreographers. To the point that the whole world's fooled.
Yeah.
The whole world. We're all blinded
Well,
by
she could do
these
no wrong at this point.
T-swizzle glasses.
Dude, Brendan should go as Taylor Kelsey.
Like a half and half.
Yep. Kelsey from the neck up, Taylor from the neck down.
That'd be funny.
Just sequin my shit out. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
awkwardly dance.
You already have all the bracelets.
Dude, I got a ton of bracelets. You don't question what I got plenty of Taylor gear.
You got to just wear the Taylor Swift shirt you rock.
You buy one Taylor
But then
Swift
everyone would just think he's Kelsey.
Ah, that's true.
He's got to commit.
shirt. I could do like the post breakup Kelsey. Just show up disheveled and
Tears dripping down your face. Yeah.
Or, a lot of people go as Dwight Goodman. What is that his name? The dude from Dodgeball?
Oh, White.
White.
Yeah.
But no one goes as the fat ass White after he loses.
Yes.
Get a huge,
Oh, wait, he's just eat. Yeah.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
he's eating fried chicken
just
on the
get
couch.
a giant fat bodysuit and a bucket of fried chicken.
It'd just be fun to wear a fat bodysuit.
I would love to wear a
regardless.
fat
Yeah.
bodysuit. Oh shit, that might be it. I might get a whole fat bodysuit and go as a fat bastard from Austin Power.
You said you've always wanted to be a fat guy.
Oh, I will be. Don't worry, it's a coming. It's a coming. I keep retirement goals.
Does he have a mustache? I don't think he has a mustache.
I thought he did.
I know he's got big sideburns.
Oh, that's what I'm mistaking.
Does Fat Bastard have a mustache?
Did the sideburns connect? No. Over the lip.
Damn.
No.
How many people dress up as child molesters?
Well, I can think of one. Dave.
I mean, pull up in a white van, you got the mustache.
You just drive around a white man.
Yeah, he's all eyebrows and sideburns.
Damn.
No mustache.
Dang. Would have been great.
For me,
No,
You
Brendan
missed the
wanted to
whole
wear.
conversation.
I did.
Yeah, I see that. You know what your punishment is? Pad, Dave.
I'm going to Google post middle-aged chubby guys with mustaches.
And then just go off that.
Just pick one.
Yeah, I need a costume that I can just wear every year. Because I'm tired of trying to come up with new stuff every year.
What were you last year?
I just wore this like loud, obnoxious Christmas suit thing and like jacket with a matching tie.
Okay.
But I'd like to get like a mustache suit, but they're like impossible to find.
Oh, with
Like
mustaches
mustache
all
prints.
over. Yeah.
My wife actually found a print and found someone that could like build me a suit, and I was like a tailor, like a professional tailor, and I was like, my weight changes so much. I'd hate to like buy a suit and then like not fit in it one year, and
Right.
Not
What if I could see Dave as like Dangle from Reno 911?
that would be hilarious.
That one's probably been done, but
That gets
Every year.
every year.
Super Troopers is popular.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
did just Google middle-aged fat guys with mustaches, and there's not a single famous person, but there are a lot of them out there. It just keeps going.
It really does.
you could just be the generic middle-aged fat guy.
Maybe
right?
it could be Wilford Brimley.
I think you could.
You know who you kind of look like? You kind of look like who our buddy Brandon dressed as, the progressive guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Or if he went as Andy Reid and somebody went as Kelsey.
We have an Andy Reid on the team,
Oh,
like a regular.
oh,
every
that's
year.
his
Yeah, and he nails it.
every time.
Nails it.
Damn.
The dude's in great shape, too, so he puts a pillow in, he goes all out.
If only Val Kilmer grew a mustache.
Cool story.
I look like fat Val Kilmer.
Oh, he looked bad at the end. Is he still with us?
Yeah, I
He
think
is?
so. I know he had like
He's been having a real hard time.
I feel like he died.
I feel like Val Kilmer died, too, but
Well, I feel like that last film he did was like, I'm dying, but I don't know.
Double J. Tell me who that looks like. You can say it.
Yeah, it's not far off.
It looks exactly like me. If you Google fat Val Kilmer,
oh, That's not nice.
The first image
Let me see.
is me.
It's not.
It's just the my hair is grayer.
This is great for all the listeners out there. They're like, I've never seen Dave in my fucking life.
Right. Google it. You'll be like, oh, okay. That's who that guy looks like.
That's who he looks like.
You know, you look like the candidate
think he's still alive.
who the
Well,
Lemon
no,
Party had put out this year. If you go to lemonparty.org.
They get all the traffic from ITP.
Now, I'm confident that they did not win this year because insert name here won, obviously. But the Lemon Party did put up as a good third party. I mean, they at least
Yeah.
tried. Go to lemonparty.org and you'll see.
Get educated.
Yeah, you'll definitely
The Lemon
see
Party.
Dave. It's just Lemon Party.
It's just Lemon
Oh,
Party.
okay.
Yeah, but that I don't know about the running mate, but the main guy
Yeah.
looked like Dave.
The platform.
They have a lot of the same beliefs.
Clearly.
Clearly?
I know what they stand for. I know what their main.
What they support.
Yeah.
Yes, but they'll never leave a man hanging. It's literally in their
That's their
motto.
motto. Yeah.
Party.org.
Campaign slogan.
No man left behind.
Oh, it's good. Check them out. Check them out. Yeah, this is going to be a tumultuous time. This is going to come out on Sunday, and like the world will be different one way or another.
That's for sure.
I'm kind of excited to watch it play out.
I'm just hoping.
I just want a quick result.
Yeah, I just want
One
to
way or
move
the
on.
other. Just don't let it drag out forever.
I think there's a potential for a landslide victory here.
Yeah,
I think this is going to go one way or the other hard. I don't think it's going to be close.
I agree. I agree.
It's going to be very interesting. Yeah, we should probably wrap this up because
Yep.
I gotta get to Tuesday.
Super Tuesday.
Like we won't. There's no chance we have an answer Tuesday night.
No way.
No.
No. Unfortunately not.
Because do you ever do that? Like you're staying up all night, like watching the results come in to see who wins.
I remember back doing
Like in the
that.
past.
I've done
yeah.
that every time.
Yeah,
but
I
then
sit
I'd be
up
like,
late.
they're like 1% of the votes are in, and we know so and so's. I'm like, wait, what? How's that work? How's the math work out on that?
I'll never understand that. They're like 3% of the votes are in, and we've declared a winner, 49 to 51. I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, how? And it's typically right. Like it's very rare they go retraction.
Yeah. They just project it out and say,
It's just
I
wild.
already voted.
Yeah, you've already voted.
Yeah.
I did too because I'm traveling because I'll be driving tomorrow. So,
So you've already voted.
yep.
Have not yet.
I have not yet either.
We'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, I like to do it the old school way.
Yeah.
Stand in line and slowly threaten the people in front
Well,
of
that's
me.
what I did.
Yeah, that's what I
Same thing.
I bring
Yeah, I
like
stood in line too.
bring like 20 copies and throw them in the ballot box.
I'm going to go vote again tomorrow just to really,
I think you should.
Just to double
Yeah,
check, make sure.
I think you should.
just to see if they're on their toes at the polling place.
And that way you can be like, I'm pretty sure it was stolen because I stole it.
Yeah.
You could be famous.
A guy did do that and got arrested.
Oh, really?
Oh,
He mailed in his ballot. Then he showed up at the polling place voting early, and they caught him. He's like, I was just checking to see if you guys are on your toes. I think he's getting convicted.
that old guy. I just wanted to see if you'd notice. Yep, we noticed. I mean, I think we do a pretty good job for the most part on that front. Not trying to cause too much trouble and controversial fucking statement, God forbid.
RIP Peanut, is that controversial now?
What's R.I.P. Peanut? Oh, God, I don't know this.
Oh, the squirrel that got killed? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I heard that was like trending today or something, right?
Yeah.
I know
It
nothing
was
about
someone's
it.
squirrel. Yeah, what's the scoop?
Apparently, they raided his house because some lady complained he had a squirrel, and this squirrel's like internet famous, like Peanut the squirrel on TikTok and all this stuff. And they came in and took the squirrel and euthanized the squirrel and his raccoon because they were. I guess it's illegal to have
It was in someone's, like, as pets.
as pets. Yep. So it's been like going crazy.
I have not spent any time on the R.I.P. Peanut trend.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I've seen those videos. That squirrel had a soul.
Was this like the squirrel that
They, like-
rides the
It's like
rides the
eating
water
waffles
skis?
and doing all kinds of stuff.
Rubbed his little cheeks, and then he'd pull his hand away, and the squirrel would grab his hand and put it back on his cheeks.
The human or the
Oh, so
raccoon?
it was like mad adorable
The squirrel.
squirrel.
Yeah, and they raided the house, and
Because for the record, I'm anti-squirrel.
yeah, I'm more pro raccoon than
Yeah.
squirrel. My uncle had a pet raccoon when he was like stationed in a lighthouse, but so
I think I'd rather have a raccoon than a squirrel.
yeah, they're more like dogs. I mean, literally.
Yeah, but I'd rather have a fox than a raccoon.
Fair.
Raccoons are cool. They can like grab shit and do shit.
Yeah, but they kind of freak me out a little bit because they're way bigger than you think. You get up close, you're
Yeah.
like, that's a really big animal.
Oh yeah.
Whereas a squirrel just always sucks.
I'm like, y'all know where I live. I'm catching deer in my yard. Which is small
like,
and in the middle of the neighborhood.
And fenced.
well, yeah, but like in the front yard, not the
Okay,
backyard.
I was like, damn, that's impressive.
But I mean, dude, it's a 4-foot fence. Deer can easily clear that. But like, you don't. I've seen deer in the back of the neighborhood, like in the woods, but like in my yard, like eating my pumpkin. I'm like, dude, you cross like multiple streets to get here. What is going on?
Dude, my wife's got a fig tree out front. Well, a fig shrub.
Fig shrub.
In fact, it's not. And every year about this time, the deer come over
Yep.
and they just fuck it up.
Oh, eat all the leaves, everything.
Yeah.
But snap the branches and shit. And so like every year we kind of have to like start over. They just leave enough where the fig tree's like, we'll try again. And like it has to grow a new like appendage out from the side that then goes up. And then right about this time, November, they come in, they snap it. And I was like, hey, they're not doing it. And I went out the other day and sure enough, the two tallest branches, snap, snap. I was like, well done, dear.
Yeah, they knew the time, man.
They just refuse to let my wife have figs. It's like a conspiracy going on. And I feel bad because every year I'm like tending it and I'll go out and like tape the branches back on hoping that they'll graft. No, they don't.
Yeah.
They just die and fall off.
Yeah, well, I'm probably not helping it. I'm using like duct tape.
Deer are a nuisance.
They are.
Yeah, but dude, the squirrel thing is crazy. Yeah, but I'm with you. I've never been pro squirrel, but then you see this squirrel, you're like, oh man, they killed him. Come on.
Squirrels
That is
have
fucked
great PR. Like they're just
Yeah,
cute rats.
my dad, he was like at a war with the squirrels, and those little BB guns, those Gammo guns that are kind of like high powered BB
I got
guns.
one.
Okay, you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
You used to have a really powerful BB gun.
Yeah, it was
That thing was amazing.
yeah, it was like that.
The pump one, yeah, that's good.
And he so there was just like a barrage of squirrels in his yard, and he was just like they were just chewing up everything on the deck, just effing up everything. So it was like war. So my dad just started picking them off, raise the window, just start hitting them, boop, boop, plucking them off. And it was but it got to the point where he was like, I'm up to 30, I'm up to 35, and then all of a sudden like the neighbor was out, and like this squirrel was just like prostrate, just laid out on this stump like this, and just talking to my dad. It's like, yeah, I think there's like some disease going around the neighborhood. Like, the squirrels
called
just
lead
keep on
poisoning.
dying. I just like these squirrels just keep on just laying on my yard, just dying.
Because they're getting shot and limping over there and dying.
Yeah, it's like, oh, weird.
That is
Funny how that works.
That is the problem with shooting them with a pellet. Like you got to hit them dead between the eyes, or they're just going to limp off somewhere and die,
Right, exactly.
which is not a great way to die.
No, but most of them one shot, man. But yeah, there were a few that just kind of scurried across the street, apparently.
Quite the disease.
Yeah, the disease is rampant here.
You can tell they got it. There's a little impact wound.
Yeah.
They're getting bit by something.
That's how they get in. The disease gets in that way.
Yeah, it seems to be going in through a little hole.
Through that bullet hole.
It's very odd.
So strange.
No exit wound. Just entry. Slow, painful death. That's brutal. I'm still anti-squirrel. Stand by it.
Yeah.
I'm willing to make that political stand.
I'm pro raccoon.
It's fine.
The trash bandits.
I'm more likely to vote raccoon than squirrel. I'll tell you that now.
I'm pro beaver.
You probably never met one.
Yikes.
Well,
that
Jay, thanks for coming out, man.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
y'all.
thanks.
Thank y'all for inviting me.
Thanks
I
for
know it's
making
kinda-
time.
Yeah, man, it's good to see you here. You definitely bring an energy that has been missing for multiple seasons.
Oh, wow. Thank
Checks.
Yeah. You left and COVID happened.
you. I know.
Like, I kind
the
of,
plagues came. I'm sorry, man.
yeah, now the squirrels are dying.
I know.
I tell you,
Birds' heads are falling off.
it's crazy around here. Nah, thank you for coming out, man. I appreciate you making the time to sit with us. I'm sure there's a handful of listeners that are old school that are like, hell yeah, Jason's back. So
No,
we
it's good to
certainly-
be back. Thanks for having me, man.
yeah, man,
It's been way too long.
I know. Hopefully it was fun for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think, yeah, there were some good laughs in this episode. If you want to talk about something that's not funny, let's talk about children in need. Do us a favor, head over to m4krichmond.org. We do take it pretty seriously, despite the fact that it's growing mustaches for children, but we would love for you to donate to anybody on our team.
Contrary to what Dave was saying.
Yes, very, very odd. But head over to m4krichmond.org, look up the Inside the Pallet House team and donate, whatever money you can. I understand times are tough for a lot of people out there, but, kids are the ones we should be helping. They are the future, probably more so than even whatever person you voted for.
Absolutely.
If I'm being honest. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you do have extra discretionary money you want to send it to our Venmo, did you not hear what I just fucking said? Head over to m4krichmond.org. That's where you donate. We're not accepting Venmo donations in the month of November through December 6th. But if you still need sunglasses, you can always head over to extrasunglasses.com. Drop ITPH in the coupon code. You'll get 20% off of what's a good price sunglass. If you need to redo your mortgage, you want to refinance, get a bunch of money to donate to m4krichmond.org, and you live in Georgia or Virginia, head over to screendoormortgage.com. Refinance your house and donate all of that sweet, sweet cash to m4krichmond.org.
That's right.
I doubt Jimmy appreciated that plug, but you get what you pay for, Jim. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be talking to you next week. Cheers.
Cheers. That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think?
Why you got that creepy look in your eyes, Dave?
It's the mustache.
I see it now.
He's been watching birds a lot recently.
Birds a lot recently? I heard someone say that at a concert not long ago. It freaked me out.
Freaked out.
You can be my wingman anytime. Hand me those chips.
The Fat Kilmer, I guess.